No disrespect, Nikola Jokic and Giannis and Luka and all these guys, folks, these guys can barely even speak English. I mean, you listen to their post-game press conferences, these guys are barely speaking the English language. And then you guys wonder why the ratings are down. Then you guys wonder why nobody has any interest in the sport. What are we doing here? Ladies and gentlemen, y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Reggie. So, this NBA season has just kicked off, folks, and it's very obvious to me that none of these guys have any interest in playing defense, okay? I've told you guys for a while now, the NBA is absolute garbage. Adam Silver is the worst commissioner that I've ever seen. I mean, from the NBA Cup to the play-in tournament, I mean, I could just go on and on and on, folks. Like, everything that he's done as a commissioner has just had a negative impact on the league, in my opinion. One thing that I really can't stand is the promotion of all of these international players. Like, no disrespect, you know, Nikola Jokic and Giannis and Luka and all these guys, folks, these guys can barely even speak English. I mean, you listen to their post-game press conferences, these guys are barely speaking the English language, okay? And then you guys wonder why the ratings are down. Then you guys wonder why nobody has any interest in the sport. What are we doing here? Giannis and Luka and Nikola Jokic and all these guys, SGA, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, folks, these guys are from Canada, from Slovakia, wherever the hell they're from, Eastern Europe, folks. We don't even know these dudes until they get to the league. I had no idea who Luka Doncic was until draft day, basically. I had no idea who Nikola Jokic was until he became an MVP. Same thing with Giannis. I didn't watch their story. I didn't watch them develop. I didn't watch them come up. I don't know these niggas. You know, I grew up watching, you know, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony. Like, I remember Melo winning a national championship. Like, you watched his come up. You watched the grind. You watched the story. I remember LeBron at St. Vincent St. Mary's. They had his high school games on ESPN. You watched these players grow up. You watched them develop. Now it's just like these players pop up out of nowhere and we're just automatically supposed to be fans of them. I can't do that, right? So these are the problems that's going on with the NBA, and it's absolutely nasty if you ask me, right? This league has just fallen from grace. It used to be my favorite league. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. These days I am more of an NFL fan than I am an NBA fan, and basketball is my favorite sport. I never played football growing up. I played basketball and I played baseball. But ladies and gentlemen, these days I have more enjoyment watching the NFL than I do the NBA. That is an indictment on Adam Silver. Now, when you look at the landscape of the NBA, right? Let's just take the Lakers, for example. Just the other day, Austin Reeves goes for 51 in an NBA game. Austin Reeves. I remember growing up when scoring 50 actually meant something. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. We're like a week into the season, and like, this is like the most 40-point games in the last 40 years. Everybody is getting 40, 50 points these days. I just saw Larry Markkinen get 51. Aaron Gordon got 50. Austin Reeves got 51. So once again, getting 50 in today's day and age, it means absolutely nothing because nobody's trying anymore. Half the league is terrible. If you look back at last season, 50% of the NBA had a losing record. That, folks, half the league is trash. They can't even win ball games. So I came across a clip from Draymond Green. And Draymond Green, he said something that was extremely interesting to me. I want you guys to take a listen to what Draymond Green had to say about the state of the NBA and the Eastern Conference.
Quite honestly, I just don't know that the East has any teams that can compete at a championship level with the teams at the top of the West. Obviously, Boston being down right now, I think plays a huge role in that. The Cavs haven't been able to show that. Darius Garland ain't playing, so obviously DG get back. You need to see how all of that come back together, right? Like, just because you had a good year last year doesn't necessarily mean things come back together like that. Teams have had a whole year to scout your offense, so maybe that'll look different now. Like, So you have to put all the pieces. Lost Ty Jerome. I think he was big for that locker room. I think he was big for that team. Tristan Thompson now with that team, right? So when I look at the East, I just right off the bat, I don't see any teams that can compete with the teams at the top of the West at a championship level. I don't foresee that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you guys just heard what Draymond Green had to say, and I agree with Draymond Green 1,000%. Okay, there's no team out east that's going to beat whoever comes out the West, in my opinion. You know, like he said, Boston's down. Milwaukee, they traded Dame away. Giannis, you can't really rely on Giannis to win you playoff games. You know, he's very one-dimensional. Once you get to the postseason, he can be had. The Sixers, Joel Embiid, you don't know what they're going to do. They haven't ever been past the second round. You can't put your faith in them. Orlando, you just don't know who's going to come out the East this year. It's completely wide open, and I believe whoever comes out the East will get clapped by whoever comes out the West. But once again, when you look at the landscape of the NBA this season, folks, there might be 4 to 5 contenders, and outside of that, the rest of these teams are going to struggle to even win basketball games. All right. As for right now, the contenders I have are OKC. I got Denver as a contender. I think the Rockets, if they can get their shit together, I think they could be a contender in the West as well. And then after that, it gets very sketchy for me. I don't think Minnesota's really a contender. I think, Anthony Edwards needs another co-star. I don't believe Julius Randle is an adequate enough co-star to win a championship with. I don't believe in the Lakers as a contending team. So, yeah, outside of those 3 teams, and I don't really believe in anybody in the East really either. So, I don't even know if there's 5 teams that are contending, folks, for a title this year. That should let you know the state of the NBA. Once again, when you see guys like Austin Reeves going for 51, that should tell you everything you need to know, ladies and gentlemen, about where we are in the NBA. This is a complete joke. I remember growing up, like I stated earlier, when getting 50 used to mean something. Getting 50 was reserved for, the elite level star players, the superstars. You got role players out here now, folks, getting 50. 50 means absolutely nothing now. Like I said, the NBA, man, under Adam Silver's leadership, it just went completely downhill. And Draymond Green, his comments, in my opinion, just kind of really just puts it into perspective. Like, we're listening to an active player say this. Like, he believes that there is no way the Eastern Conference can produce a championship team this season. He doesn't believe it, folks, and I can't even disagree with him. So I want to get you guys' thoughts, man. What do you guys think about where the league is headed, where it's at right now, and what Draymond Green had to say? Y'all let me know in the comment section down below, man. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys on the next one. This was another installment of The Locker Room. Peace.